Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We are reacting to an actual Girl Power Alliance opportunity call, I guess we can call it.
Classic scam.
And if you're new to this type of content, an opportunity call within an MLM, multi-level marketing company, network marketing, whatever you want to call it, this is something that a lot of MLMs will encourage their consultants to do in order to pull more people in. So they'll get like a list of their people that have reached out to them or shown any kind of interest and invite them to this opportunity call. And this Girl Power Alliance opportunity call was sent to me by somebody. So thank you so much to the individual that sent this my way. I appreciate you so much. And if you're not familiar with Girl Power Alliance, they are a newer MLM and they are kind of based around courses and very heavy into religion and promoting their business through religion.
So sus.
It's not necessarily master resell rights or the MRR that we've been seeing, but it is kind of similar. It's all very confusing. It's very twisted. It's a mess. But I did, in fact, do a full in-depth deep dive on Girl Power Alliance. I think it was last month. So I'll make sure that that is linked below if you are interested in going to learn more about that so that you can watch it after this video. For right now, we're going to get into this call, but first, I have to play this disclaimer.
I've been giving you the worst. Now you wanna stay tonight.
All right, now that that's out of the way, I do have one more piece of housekeeping, and if you're not new here, then you can go ahead and skip ahead.
Can we just skip past this part, please?
Yep.
I did put chapters down in the description so that you know where this reaction all starts. But if you are new here, there's one more thing that I want to draw your attention to. I do not blur the faces or names of the people that I am reacting to within my videos. These individuals are positioned as public figures, so I portray them as such. This does not mean that I am inciting hate or encouraging anybody to go and seek these individuals out and send them hateful comments or mean messages. Please do not do that. My content is meant to be educational and most of all entertaining. So let's keep it that way. And now that that's all out of the way, let's get the fuck into it.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Nice to see everybody. I just wanted to welcome you and I'm so happy that you guys are all here. And I'm excited to introduce you guys to Caitlin and Kira. I'm like super pumped to be here right now. So like my brain is like everywhere. I just want to share with you guys first why I chose to be a part of Girl Power Alliance. I've just always loved the idea of working online to have that financial freedom. And I have tried several different outlets, but I was never passionate about what I was doing. And with Girl Power Alliance, I am so passionate about my walk with Jesus and my relationship with God and just being here and aligning my work with God's plan for me.
Okay, first things first, I'm pretty sure God's plan is not recruit everyone into an MLM and have them buy your shit.
Nope, that's not it. No.
Nope. And if anybody ever says, well, I'm helping people and blah, 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 you're actually not. You're pulling them into what is, in my opinion, a pyramid scheme, which, by the way, I heard recently that a lot of people get annoyed with the fact that creators say, in my opinion, so much. And I just want to clarify that we have to. We just don't want to get sued, is really what it is.
Everyone okay? No one considering lawsuit?
So I do apologize if that ever gets to be too much while you're watching my content. Regardless of if we're cut out of context or whatnot, we still have the same original video where we are showing that we say, in my opinion, to cover our asses. That's all it is. We don't want to get sued. Okay, off topic, but back into it.
It's just so exciting for me. And I know I'm not going to burn out doing this. So it's like super exciting. And I'm excited and looking forward to sharing this space and helping other women align their careers with God. And I'm just excited that you're all here to learn and listen.
Have I mentioned?
I'm excited.
We are passionate about empowering women just like you to live a life of freedom and impact, a place to fill your cup, grow closer to God, improve your skills, be encouraged, empowered, and equipped so that you can go serve those around you from the overflow instead of running on empty. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and pass this to Caitlin.
So I wanted to tell y'all a little bit about myself before we do the mission statement here at Girl Power Alliance. So I am a mom of 4. I have a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and an 8-month-old.
Something that I want to point out that happens a lot within a lot of MLMs. One thing is obviously the faith manipulation that's already going on. A lot of MLMs will use that to their advantage if they feel that maybe their faith aligns with the person they're trying to recruit. They're going to start using things like, God had this plan for me and this is what it's done for me and I thank God every day and things like that, and try and rope people in that way. And then the other way is being displayed right here, where she is talking about how she is a mom of multiple children who are young and she's able to do this. That's what she's probably going to say, because that's what they all say when they start off this way. And that doesn't mean that we should be out here recruiting all of the stay-at-home moms with small children. Not everybody is cut out or actually wants to do this. Let's stop targeting moms, shall we?
So my house is busy. But I wanted to find something to make an impact in my home and outside of my home. And I'm just so glad that I found this community, because I have gotten, like she said at the beginning, your cup needs to be filled so that you can fill other people's cups. And mine has been overflowing.
Ew.
So I'm so excited that I found Girl Power Alliance. And our mission here.
We're always also pouring into each other. So it's interesting to hear them saying that their cups are overflowing so they get to pour into everybody else. That's just so fucking gross. That's nasty. Don't pour your shit into me. I want my own. I'll get my own.
Is to impact the world by empowering women to dream bigger and build wealth through kingdom-minded mentoring and leadership. So the thing that stands out to me most here is to dream bigger. A lot of us put our dreams on the back burner because we don't have the tools, the resources, the money.
Help me, I'm poor.
The time to make our dreams come to fruition. And I actually have done that as well. So being with Girl Power Alliance, it gives me that motivation to make my dream happen. And I just wanted to, if y'all could put your dream in the comments so that I can relate to you, because I love I want to travel.
I love that she just like blatantly said, without even realizing that she was admitting it, asking people to put their dreams in the comments so she can relate to them. Because when you relate to somebody else and when they say, oh, I've been there too, I know how you're feeling, you're more open to falling into the trap of joining this thing that's going on. So it's really funny to me that she said that out loud. I don't know if she really meant to say it like that, but if you know what you're looking for when you're falling into these types of traps, then you're gonna know pretty quick when you hear her say that this is probably not the best idea.
This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea.
I want to be able to provide for my family. I want to be able to bring my husband home. So I just wanted to hear exactly what y'all's dreams are. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about Michelle Schaefer. She is the founder and CEO of GPA, and she actually was a hairdresser before she joined network marketing space. She was behind the chair for many years, and her dream was to come home with her babies and to live a life where she could be with them, but also make money. So she joined the network marketing space. And in 2019, God asked her to walk away from a 7-figure income and start GPA. So in 2022, GPA launched the opportunity.
Wait, what?
What? God asked her to walk away from not only her hairstyling career, but also her network marketing company that she was already in, pulling people in, using their vulnerabilities as a marketing strategy, and now she started her own new pyramid, in my opinion. Why? Why can't you see that this might not be a good idea for anybody when she's been in multiple network marketing companies and was likely part of the over 99% of people to not succeed in network marketing? So she decided to start her own network marketing company, MLM, whatever you're calling it these days, to do the same thing to other people that was being done to her. How are we missing the flags that are so red?
God told her that he was going to do an old thing a new way. And she was super stoked about this because she really loved the network marketing space, but there was something missing, and God was what was missing in her business.
Is that what it was? Or was it the fact that everything else had a physical product and she decided, nope, we're not doing that. We're going to do this different and just do it with courses about God. Yeah, sounds sustainable.
So her motto is change yourself, change the world. And like we said at the beginning, you fill your own cup and then you are filled so you can fill other people's cup as well. So
hello?
I am going to move over to, hold on, sharing a video.
Wow, this is awkward.
If I can get to it. Okay, here we go.
I'm really uncomfortable.
Maybe. Oh, it's been a night.
Oh my God, this is painful.
What is Girl Power Alliance? We are the premier company for personal, professional, and leadership development. In a world of circumstances we cannot control, fix, or change, what can we do? We can grow. At Girl Power Alliance, we believe if you change yourself, you change the world. We are obsessed with helping you grow. And with GPA, it has never been easier.
Why do we always have to be obsessed with everything in MLMs? Obsessed. I'm obsessed. I say it a lot too, but in MLMs, it's like every other fucking thing that they find out about, they're immediately obsessed.
As a GPA member or ambassador, you have access to so many resources to help you uplevel every area of your life. You'll be surrounded by a community of women just like you, who feel a calling on their life. They want to make an impact on their families, their community, and themselves. Growth doesn't happen easily, and it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We need others to encourage us, walk alongside us, and help us to stay the course. We call it GPA Math.
They have their own math system.
Smells like
a cult. This is so glorious.
Courses plus calls plus certifications plus a community like no other equals change. And not just temporary change, but a total life transformation. Just look at all of the resources available to you inside of your membership portal. As a basic member, you'll have access to over 200 high caliber modules. All you have to do is click play to begin your growth. You can participate in a variety of live monthly coaching, mentoring, and training opportunities. For those who really want to take their development to the next level, the VIP membership allows you even more world-class resources. There are additional on-demand courses for you to dive into and a live monthly leadership mastermind led by some of the top global leaders in their industry. As a VIP, you will have unlimited access to our signature certifications, which are accredited through the International Coaching Federation, Radiant Leadership Academy, Radiant Speaker Academy, and the Radiant Leadership and Life Coach certifications. These 3 certifications alone have a retail value of over $15,000.
Says who?
The value of these 2 memberships is literally incalculable. Every single month, you can take advantage of new courses, new speakers, and new opportunities to grow. If you want the world to change and get better, you must change and get better. Girl Power Alliance is pioneering women's empowerment, education, leadership, and financial freedom. The resources we offer are second to none, and the opportunity to share those with others to earn an income is the cherry on top. What are you waiting for? The best version of you is just waiting to be unleashed.
Hey, hold on a second. Okay, sorry. another video started playing like immediately after that. So I will hand it back over to Caitlin really quick.
This is a disaster. What is happening?
Does anybody here know what the fuck they're doing?
What the actual fuck is going on? Nobody knows what they're doing. This is so awkward.
the main meme.
Oh, there. Oh.
Girl Power Line.
Oh, okay.
We are the come before the Lord as a child, his daughter.
I'm sorry, what?
Power. We are to move in his spirit.
Did you even study? No, I didn't.
Sorry, it keeps on going. Okay, so the power. We are to move in his Holy Spirit power and alliance. We are a community of Holy Spirit filled and led women allies to each other and for each other.
Wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Allies. It's allies. Did anybody look at these slides before they started this? I just wonder. Did God make these slides for them and they're just finding them now? They were dropped into their Canva by God. This is gross. It's giving Nexium vibes a lot. Tell me if you agree. What do you think?
Girl Power Alliance. What is Girl Power Alliance? It is a done-for-you membership allowing women to leverage the on-demand learning industry through our virtual franchise model, focusing on personal, professional, and biblical leadership development. Okay, so we wanted to go ahead and bring Tony on to give her testimonial on how GPA has impacted her and her life. So we're going to go ahead and give it over to Tony now.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. So GPA.
I fucking love her glasses. But also, let me just point out what she is. She is one of the certified speakers, which is something that I went over in my Girl Power Alliance deep dive. And this is something that they just made up.
They just made that up.
This whole coaching industry is basically made up. There's nothing that regulates it. So it's important to know that when you're getting into something like this, especially like Girl Power Alliance, because not only is it coaching, but it's also an MLM. So it's really just all of the unregulation everywhere. They have 3 courses. Again, my deep dive is linked below to explain them all. And one of them is the Radiant Speaker course. So apparently she went through that course and got certified, which I can probably certify anybody and say, you're a speaker now. I can certify my 5-year-old son and just be like, you're a speaker now. You're certified through me. It just doesn't work that way. What the fuck?
Came into my life at a time when I seriously really didn't know where I was going. I spent about 2 years, maybe longer, just wandering and not really sure what my purpose was anymore. I was a single mom for 28 years and was a teen mom, so I really didn't know what
Oh my God. I just saw what her shirt says. Multi-level ministry?
What?
What? Wow. Just wow. And it is, in fact, a Girl Power Alliance shirt because the logo for Girl Power Alliance is at the bottom.
I wanted out of life. I found myself really struggling to figure out what was for me because everything was really about everybody else. And through some social media posts, I met up with Natalie Lawson. I actually friended her 2 years prior to ever hearing about GPA because I thought she was a former coworker, which was really funny because she wasn't. Same name and everything, but it was same appearance, same profile pic, was almost the same and everything. Wasn't her. So I was just following her and I was like, oh, what is this stuff she's talking? Like she just started talking about her love for Jesus on social media. And I was like, that's so bold. I'm like, I could never do that. I talk about Jesus in my life, but publicly. And I really just got sick and tired of hiding behind this curtain that I couldn't be proud about my faith. And I've been a Christian for almost 20 years.
I get it. I get that people are cynical about religion and such, but joining an MLM, especially one like Girl Power Alliance, where they're so heavily reliant on people's faith, it's not something that is going to make you any more or less of a believer or into your faith than not joining one. And if anybody is telling you or insinuating the fact that joining Girl Power Alliance will make you a better Christian,
That's bullshit!
Because somebody's religion is whatever they need or want it to be. I guess I'm just from the belief of like, you can believe what you want and practice it how you want. There's no law that tells you this is how it has to be, especially when it comes to something, like I said, like Girl Power Alliance, making it sound like this will make you a better Christian. So do it. It's bullshit. Just please don't fall for this.
And so I started this, I gave myself the gift of the membership as a VIP in December for Christmas. I got a bonus and I was like, yes, thank you, Lord. I'm going to do this for me. And in January, I signed up for Radiant Leadership Academy and Radiant Speaker Academy. Didn't know what they were. That was just going to be another class I took, another certificate I got. And I am in my 3rd round of Radiant Leadership Academy. And I got certified as a Kim 10 speaker in San Diego a few weeks ago. And I got to tell you, I've been under attack the last week. People's words are really affecting me. And I'm taking them quite literally instead of letting them process through the Holy Spirit. And today we had week 10 of this round of Radiant Leadership Academy, and it's on the power of words. And it's never a mistake that the week that we're about to enter into is what God's working on and what the enemy is trying to attack us with. And so what I will say, I signed up for the certificates. I signed up for the program. I'm getting lifetime irreversible healing. and I can't stop talking about it, and I can't stop sharing it. And the attacks are going to come. I just have to rise up and armor up, and I can't give up.
Okay, let's define attacks. She's not saying anything that is actually happening. Like, what are the attacks? Is it the fact that people are maybe telling you that this is not where you want to be? This might end badly. Is that what it is? Because those are not attacks. Those are forecasts of what's to come within this MLM Girl Power Alliance. The future is not as bright as it looks to the people who have the glaze, the Girl Power Alliance glaze over their eyes right now.
Glaze the up like a damn donut.
Because there's really a battle going on, and it's not just about, how we feel about ourselves, guys. There's something else going on out there. So my testimony is that I did 30 years of therapy, 28 years of therapy, and I've done more healing in the 10 months at GPA than I've done in 28 years of therapy. So
I'm scared for her. I'm scared for her.
Happy Halloween.
I've mentioned this before. I don't really show my kids, especially on my YouTube channel, but I figured since he was in a mask, it's okay. You can't see him. We just got his Halloween costume today, so he's super excited. I also got mine, and it requires a lot of makeup and hair, so I will be testing that all out on my next video. My next video is going to be spooky MLM top fails, so make sure that you're subscribed and you have notifications on, because that is either coming out on Monday or actually on Halloween on Tuesday. So keep your eye out for that.
Thank you, Tony, for sharing. And I have just really enjoyed watching you bloom and blossom and transform, and so excited about you being a certified radiant speaker as well, which we will talk more about here very, very soon. So let me go ahead and pull this back up. I've been having some major technical issues today, so I apologize for all of that. But moving right along. So what is it? Girl Power Alliance is a done for you membership. And it's all digital. So we have two parts of GPA. We have the membership and the ambassador program. So courses, coaching, certification programs, live calls, marketing, sales funnels, and leveraged income are just a very brief overview of what those two parts consist of.
I wanted to pause really quick there because I know that I had mentioned master resale rights in the beginning of this video and said that they aren't really master resale rights, but it's kind of master resale rights. And I wanted to point out the differentiation behind the master resale rights because she brought it up, which is the membership. The Girl Power Alliance ambassadors that are recruiting new people to join and buy their stuff. What it is a membership instead of being able to take a course and completely rebrand it and sell it as your own. I will have a whole video coming out on that in the next week or so. So I will be explaining that in more depth, the master resale rights. Just wanted to kind of point out what differentiates Girl Power Alliance from the master resale rights things that are going on right now.
So we're going to take a quick look at the membership to see, what is it that am I getting in this? So let's go to, okay.
Dead air.
So I will break down in just a moment the two types of memberships, but I want to show you very briefly here tonight just what it is. So you have courses and calls for basic membership and the VIP membership. And so you have things for personal development, professional development, natural living, financial freedom, spiritual development. All of that is within here. So going from mindset to influence to motherhood and marriage, finances, all of the things in between, and journaling with God, just to give you an idea of what some of the courses are. And each course will have different components to it. So professional development, we have the residual life, which is specifically about building a network marketing business. Entrepreneur Her Academy is partnering with God in business and doing it with him instead of for ourselves. creating confidence, sharing your faith on social media. As you can see, there's all of these in when it comes down to the professional development. So I just want to show you one of these really quick, just so you would have an idea of what you would expect to see with one of the courses. So you'll have over here all of the modules, and there is a video that goes along with each of the modules. And if there is any sort of workbook or other files, they will be right here as well. So it's self-paced. You go through these courses at the rate that you would like to go through them. And there are new courses being added every single month, which you can see on this main page right here of the upcoming courses and the upcoming speakers for the monthly calls.
Horse shit.
In my deep dive, I went through this whole back office and showed all of the courses that are within there. And you can pretty much find anything you want to find on YouTube that they have. So they're charging a good amount of money for people to come in to here and go watch these courses that they can do for free. Also, might I recommend, if you are a religious, faithful person that goes to church, maybe reach out to them and see if they have resources that they would recommend instead of joining a Girl Power Alliance multi-level marketing company that claims to be kingdom based.
And then, you know, the VIP dashboard is additional courses for the other membership. And within all of this, you get access to our certification programs as well. So Radiant Leadership Academy. This is our 16-week flagship program. And it really dives into developing biblical leadership. So tearing down those walls, laying a new foundation, building up on top of all of that, and then being able to go out and lead others. So biblical leadership really comes down to you have to lead within before you can go out and lead. And so doing so by attending 16 weeks, and that is a live program. And then there's Radiant Leadership and Life Coaching Certification. And this is to be able to then go and teach the Radiant Leadership Academy. And so you are going through an intensive, and these are both accredited by the ICF, the International Coaching Federation,
which I also went over in my deep dive, the ICF. They also are just a made up foundation. There's no laws or guidance as far as that goes. They just made all of these things up, and guess what? They charge money for quite a few things that you have to go through.
In my opinion,
it's just another grift.
And so you're able to get the continuing education credits as well for going through RLA for the ICF. And then lastly is the Radiant Speaker Academy. This is what I had just mentioned that Tony is certified in. She is one of 20 or 25 women who just got certified as Radiant Speakers earlier this month. It is a 9-week live course followed by a couple day certification in person. And, you know, everyone has heard of TED Talks. This is our version of TED Talk. We call it a KIM 10, Kingdom Impact Message in 10 minutes. And so being able to refine your speaking skills, whether that's to be on stage, whether you have a business, whether you are in ministry, or maybe you just want to be able to better communicate with those around you.
$2,000 for that. Is that your kingdom impacted message, to charge $2,000 to teach people how to make an impact in the kingdom?
Talk about highway robbery.
What the fuck?
And being able to really live out, you know, what God has placed you here on earth to do. So those, the courses themselves are included in the VIP membership. And then for life coaching and the KIM 10, there is additional for the in-person aspect of those certification programs. But every single month you have calls for both types of memberships, and this is with experts in the field. So experts in finance, in marriage, in leadership, in all sorts of different things. You may have remembered in the video, it talked a little bit about about all of that. And then, there is an ambassador program, which I will also talk about tonight, that you get access to all of the resources as well.
Oh yeah, I just saw this come up on her screen that there is also a Real Men Alliance.
Let that sink in.
It's coming in January 2024. Pretty sure the husband of the woman who founded this, Michelle, is the CEO of that, which you'll see him in an upcoming video that I have. I have one of their leadership trainings that I'm going to be reacting to, and it's so bad. Sounds like he would start something called Real Men Alliance.
Real men of genius.
What will they think of next?
So that is a super quick look into the membership. If you are wanting to really, click around, take a deep dive into the membership, you can get with the person who invited you to this call, who had shared this with you, and you can have free access for 24 hours. They'll send you a link to the sneak peek, and you can be the one clicking around, maybe even take a course, and experience it for yourself as a little free trial. So that is the membership, and I'll get right back into this with the slides, and you'll be able to see a breakdown of, okay, so there's two memberships. You have the basic membership and the VIP membership. So basic membership has 180 modules of on-demand training. As you saw, there were so many different courses for personal development, professional development, health, leadership, all of that.
Personal development, that, in my opinion, should be done in therapy, professional development, schooling, and health, doctors, dietitians, not an MLM. None of those things should be happening within an MLM.
You get access to the free community. There's weekly live prayer calls. This is actually open to everyone, not just members. And then for a minimum of 4 live monthly calls every single month. Then VIP membership is all of that and more. So over 200 on-demand training modules. You also have access to those certifications. And then you also have some additional resources when it comes to the ambassador program within the VIP membership. So done for you marketing tools, a sales funnel, which if you are in business or in the online space for business, you know how complex that can become and how expensive that can become, but it's all included in that membership. There's an additional monthly call. And then you also have access to the community and the prayer call as well. So that is for the membership. Now there is an additional option. It's optional. You can add the ambassador program on to either one of the memberships for a $47 fee annually. And so this will give you access to bringing in an extra income. So, this can be paired with either of the memberships.
I'm sorry. My brain is still stuck on that multi-level ministry show. It's so bad.
I can't focus. I can't concentrate.
Now it's all I can think about.
I just have to collect my thoughts for a second because I thought about it again, like multi-level ministry. That is so bad.
And you will have access to the 6 ways you can earn in our compensation plan. So the $47 annual fee includes your replicated website, access to the compensation plan, online reports, admin, all of the things are included in that. And then there's also a social influencer, but that option as well, but that does not get you access to the membership. And it's only 2 ways you can earn instead of the 6. So our vision is to bring financial freedom to more women around the world.
And this is not the way to do that.
So we have the convergence. And let me share a few facts with you in regards to each of these 4 things. So you have the on-demand learning industry. This industry is actually currently producing $1 billion per day in revenue. Personal and professional development. It is around $500 billion globally annually and projected to have exponential growth. Network marketing is currently $200 billion globally and continues to grow by 9% yearly since 2020. And women in business. So women own 36% of businesses worldwide and generate $1.9 trillion in revenue.
Those are all great statistics, but they're very broad statistics. There's so much information that's missing from those statistics to give them this type of information when you're trying to get them to join this course, MLM, whatever you want to tell them they're joining. You gotta narrow things down a little more to show the actual numbers and what counts. For example, the network marketing business, okay, sure, it brings in a lot of money, but tell me where it's going. Is it going to the consultants, or is it going to the CEO and the corporate level where they actually have to pay their employees before they think about their consultants? Those numbers are important to know.
And all of these statistics are from sources of Forbes magazine, the International Coaching Federation, World Direct Selling Association, Small Business Trends, Forbes. So the personal and professional development industry is massive. As you just heard, and
it's unregulated, so that's probably why it is massive. Not all of it is unregulated, but when we're talking about what the space that Girl Power Alliance is in, as far as like the courses and the online coaches and things like that, it's so unregulated that there's actually, I mean, there's really no cap on any profession or industry, whatever you want to call it, but there's actually no cap on this income, like what they're saying, how much the industry is bringing in, because my kid can go out and say he's a coach and start charging people. There's no regulation for these online business coaches and courses and things like that.
You get to leverage all 4 of these here at Girl Power Alliance. It gives you leverage to $1 billion per day profession with a done for you membership, and be able to have the option to harness the power of a team as well. So this is just the income disclosure. This is important because there are no guarantees of income. This is an opportunity, and your ability to earn is based on the efforts you put in, your influence, and many other factors as well. So how does this whole thing work, you ask?
Bravo for that. A lot of times you won't see the income disclosure come up in an opportunity call. So good on them for doing that. What's interesting is that they still haven't shown the numbers yet. So we should have some kind of numbers when it comes to that, but they still haven't released those.
Let me show you how simple it really is. So we have a very simple, proven system for success, and that is engage, promote, repeat. So you're able to build your business around your life. This is digital, so it's never out of stock. There is no supply chain or shipping issues. Really, all you need is Wi-Fi, a device, and your dream. And to note this as well is that because it's growth and development, it is a 100% tax write-off as well.
Who writes it off? I don't know. The write-off people.
Now they're tax professionals.
So engage, promote, repeat. So you engage in the courses, in the certifications. You know, you're growing yourself. You are sharing what you're learning. You are sharing the transformation that you are experiencing with others or on social media, however it may be, and then you repeat. You keep plugging in, growing yourself, and then simply sharing that with others. So the power of a personal testimony combined with a transformed life can be the formula for massive success. So I now want to share with you 6 different ways that you can earn here at GPA with the Ambassador Program. So I'm just going to briefly read over this. And so 6 ways that you can get paid: the instant enrollment bonus, leadership bonus, which is monthly, membership bonus pool, the ambassador network bonus, tier advancement bonus, and retail bonus. So overall, you get paid when you refer someone new, but then you also get paid every single time that their monthly subscription processes. And so it's semi-passive. You're bringing in the new people, but then it's passive residual all of the months following that. And so being able to leverage both. And within your first 30 days, those instant enrollment bonuses are actually doubled. And so you are able to focus on getting your investment back and getting into profit right away with honestly just a couple referrals. So why now? One, we have an opportunity for becoming a founding ambassador from now until the end of the year. There are actually under 1,000 ambassadors globally. And yes, we are global. So as long as someone is English speaking, then they can join. More languages are to come, but right now it is English. So any country just under the criteria of knowing the language. Leverage.
Leverage, says you.
So leveraging the
Usual ones.
the courses of other creators, experts in their fields. You know, you have the ability to leverage a team and leverage those four types of industries that make up Girl Power Alliance, with the coaching and the online personal growth and development and network marketing, and also women in business. And for such a time as this, bringing all those together to be able to pour into ourselves so that we can go out and we can serve through the overflow.
Stop pouring into each other, please. You're making a mess all over the counter.
So corny.
Oh God, it's late again. Sorry guys. You can tell I'm tired, huh?
No longer burning ourselves out, being able to step more fully into who God created each of us to be, and growing closer to Him in the process, because ultimately that is the most important. And so you can grow yourself, and you can also earn that additional income by sharing that with your friends. So are you ready to join the movement? Say yes today, and we cannot wait to welcome you into the GPA family. I will go ahead and stop that, and I am just going to say thank you all for being here, and get with the person who sent this to you and be able to ask all of your questions, get additional resources, and they will be able to help you get started.
So something really interesting is that she didn't ask for questions at the end, which makes me think that everyone on that call was already in Girl Power Alliance. I've watched a lot of opportunity calls and recruitment calls, and I've never seen them not take questions at the end. So that raises questions from me. Are all those people on that call already in Girl Power Alliance? I guess we'll never know. Anyway, don't join an MLM. Thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the Halloween one.